Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to P.o.S.o.A. Don't Give a Fuck Radio. Okay? And we're glad to have you back again, mate. You know, all of you, we really missed you. And today we have a special day, time. And today is actually the 31st, and the time on it is 2:08. 2:08. Ah, we just went into the 11th hour. So, without further ado, at 38 on the clock to March. It is such crazy how things are going around these days. I mean, around and around. And of course, we have to go back around and around. We got to correct that shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, mate? So, today we're going to have a little bit of expedition. We've gone through Death Valley quite a few days in a row now. Right now, 1:08 on the clock. So therefore, we must go to midnight or noon. That is noon. 1:14 on the clock. Just passed by. I just missed that one. Excuse me. So we are definitely going to do our 1:20, which is simply our portion. Okay, for this Don't Give a Fuck radio broadcast. And we have everybody came to join us today. Mi Mariposa, Mama Rosa, okay? Mi Papa, okay? Mi Papa is El Numero, and he's grand. He is grandeur. Susan, mi tia, mi tia, and she was the very one who said, Neo, okay? And this grandmama is actually going to be, I call her Gigi, and that's going to be Bethel, Ethel, okay? And I have to say that she was the number one teacher there, along with me, Papa, which it's been guiding me day and night, night and day, to avoid Miss Mary Ann, the bitter one. And so this is a special snuckle. We're just laughing a little bit here too, with Susan, Rose and Lily, and we have to leave it. So we're just doing the same thing as we saw, we are simply the pages of the sages of the ages, and this is our special broadcast today of Don't Give a Fuck Radio. Okay, very special, because we're going way back when we have already won. Okay, 30:07 on the clock. We have already won, and of course 3:16, 14 first, 16. We know who we be the freaking boss of that sun up there that's out of color a little bit. Just a little bit. So we do give a grand thank you, though, to all of you, Ophiuchians. Okay? A grandeur thank you. And let us not forget the dry-ass Sahara Desert. The dry-ass Sahara Desert, And of course, they are going to harass us like fucking forever, They're going to harass us with this bullshit, So, most definitely, we need to go ahead a little walk, and we're going to walk through the desert on a horse with no name. Okay? But we're going to actually give, pretense and cause and the interrogatives, those pronouns. And we are actually going to start there in Proverbs. Okay? Proverbs. Why is this? Because today is actually the day of El, the 31st. This is the N444 on the clock of this conjugated, propagated, arrogantly arrogated 51 on the clock of Area 51. And 54 and 55. Okay, we slow down. We slow down with the numbers, but they're just popping up right now. You can't miss the fucking time. You can't miss the time. Because time. Time. Just what does it do? It flies. Time flies. But not like a butterfly. Not like a butterfly. No. They fly more like moths. Moths that just eat up all your fucking good clothes, So therefore, we must close the door on them and feed them with their moth poison. So, as we go through before we get to unsere, okay, and it's serer. Okay, this is a joke, of course, a joke, because this is the United Nations. Serpent of air, okay, Eratia, 612 on the clock, and we must definitely have our armor on of Ephesians, in order to see clearly with the one eye, 622 on the clock. Okay, so what are we looking for? Before we go through we've gone through the desert, but as we go through, this is what we're looking for, and they're going to be coming in. First of all, this is simply to show you that once we raise up above the low vibration of extra low frequencies, then they can't fuck with you. They can be the fuckers all they want, but they can't fuck with you. Okay? They can't fuck with. We can fox with them, as Mia said. We can fox with them, but they can't fuck with us, though. Okay? Because we are a little bit, we're a bit higher, So these are some of the ways in which they actually have set up and even will send you off into the forest with these things to detain you and keep you at a lower vibration. But again, hey, if we are very, very, very thankful, okay, of every single place and thing of whatever happens, then we must go to the roots of Hanael. Hanael, he is actually going to be that of the God of grace. The God of grace and so forth. G race, that is. It has nothing to do with us at 8:06 on the clock and 8:08. Oh, no. 8:11 even, of course. So what they want to do is they want to go ahead and these white lines, which are a lot of times gray and even black. Okay. So these are the different perpendicular. This is who. Okay, what is this right here? 1, 2, 3. This is going to be the E, but hey, it depends on the way we look at it, right? It depends on the way we look at it. And that right there is actually going to be the correct way in which we actually made it. 1, 2, 3. But in all actuality, let us go ahead and get it correct. Because this would be, no, it's still actually, okay, they did this one well. This is a very perfect example of everything, okay? This is a perfect example. Why? Because this actually should go downwards. And then 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be your ha. But so they have it going up. And this is what I'm talking to you about. And this right here is actually the spirit. The spirit. Nefesh. And so these were the the blankets in which the primitive wife of the past and I do mean P.o.S.o.A. Ain't ancient too, ancient, archaic, mental, and everything. But it was still very thankful, still very thankful. Okay, so along with that angle right there, the angle, do we have this of these angles and so forth? Okay, they can go any which way they roll, and then we can take any path it is. You know what I'm saying? And so this is how they go ahead and create, in a general sense, these patterns. Okay, these patterns. It has the base square, and then they'll go ahead. We must have a triangle, but the main section of this is the vectors. Without the vectors of hectors, vectors, then none of this shit would actually fucking work. So that is the reason why V is the basis. You know what I mean, Pace? You know what I mean? 11:07 on the clock. 11:07 on the clock. And even up to go ahead and as we know, hey, the same way here, the vectors and so forth of each pattern, can be seen vividly clear, especially with who? The House of Lack. Okay, the House of Lack. And the black and white keys of the keyboard. And what are they after? Straight bloody fucking bastards. This is the bloody fucking bastards right here. You see him? Yeah, bloody fucking bastards. And fucking 8:14 on the clock, which is a deuce. Okay? And even 418, which is the root. At 12 o'clock on the dot on the timer. And so that was past, but more modern, and modern, and I do mean in 12:13 on the clock. DD. This is where the engines come in now. And they go ahead and they have the different lines, of course, again, too. But of course, hey, these are your vectors. This is your pyramids, which are triangles upside down, these. Okay? More clearly, you can see them here. And they will actually go into a diamond form and everything. And, and this is Doodoo Brown. Well, this is more of a Tan man, This is Nat, you know what I'm saying? The natives and so forth of Evitan, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, same word. And Argentina, which actually took most of the 40% of, they didn't even regards to the line of 1313 or 1314, and definitely not 1318 coming up right now. Okay? That is the 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons that must be on the land in order for the land to go ahead and prosper, or the land. And you have to understand the hand of the man of the land, and not replace it with the Elon Knight or that of the Bill Gates irrigating with these bots, these freaking bots who cannot think. They can only imitate. They're pretty fucking slow, if you ask me. Pretty fucking slow. So, and because of this, there are really the motherfuckers that are between a rock, ROCK, in the USA, Republic of China, that is K, and that is the V, okay? That is a V. The K is a V. It is just sideways on a line. And what are they affecting? The DNA, okay? Of what a ha. Ha, again, is the letter, I just got finished showing you. I'm sorry. Letter E, which is in the correct position as we are going in this way, right? So, okay? E. Okay? but it was the grandeur E, which is the key of music that we are supposed to be playing on this 151 given Earth. Okay? And yeah, this, therefore, there is no necessarily a place, but this becomes a palace for those of us who we have built it for. And to that, I have to say, Prost! Drink up. I'll drink to you, and you drink to me. Have a spot of tea if you. I would prefer tea in the dawn. But hey, if it's a Dos Equis, fuck it. Take it to the head, bro. And don't forget to hit the table, because the table of showbread, 169 on the clock, is what it's all about. Okay, now let's get over here to chapter 31 of the Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? These pros, you have to watch out for these pros and these bros, especially these bro-hoes. You know what I'm saying? Right? So, these are the words of King Lemuel. So that le, they had it hyphenated to say lem. U, which is officious by itself, yep. L, okay? But yet, we take that hyphenation out. We know it's le, which is L in the beginning and L at the end, okay? If we read it correctly. Le would be L in the beginning, le, and then Lemuel, E-L, would be L going in the wrong direction, which is to the right. From the left to right, as opposed to right to left. Okay, so these are the words of the queen, okay? And actually, you can say king, because the word I does not produce that. It's an I. So the king, Lemil, he's a king. A king of what? A kind of a god? Yes. And the prophecy that his mother taught him. And remember, the I am. So this is a weavy. You have to be an actual weaver, as such. As such, you must be a weaver. Okay, a weaver, a Wesley weaver, or an Eastleigh weaver, or even a what is called a screen printer. Own a copy shop. In Tanzania. The screen printers. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever on the earth you are to be. And I do mean on the earth. On the earth, okay? Because you're not going anywhere else until. I don't know if you could even take it further away from the third rock from on. I just don't believe you'd be able to take it unless you are in your Merkaba and out of these type of suits. 192 on the clock. So, what is so beautiful? 197 on the clock right now. What is so beautiful right now on this is because this is a perfect, as we have the I Ching or Yi Jing, and it has what? 192 different, which is the numerical value of Yeshua or Joshua. Okay. Different lines, and we just showed you how, which that was. And as the hen lays the egg, which came first, the egg or the chicken? Well, we're gonna call it the rooster laid the egg. The rooster laid the egg, not the chicken. not the hen. I think the rooster laid the egg, like in fucking eight. Luke Austin, when he, what was it? I forgot the name of the movie just right now, but when he, Alien, I believe, when he gave birth to that of the baby and died in doing so. So, as we continue, we'll go ahead and we have 8:22 of the hour right now. And that right there, my friends, it is the 8 verses of Psalms, in which I will read right now from. We're going to take a little detour, okay, Psalms, and we are going to read uh, a little bit from. Let me see. I had it.